Good evening, everyone. I'm Desrin, and welcome back to Insight-Nexus-News. Tonight, we're diving deep into a topic that affects nearly every family: the connection between processed foods and behavioral issues in children. As busy families, convenience foods are hard to avoid, but what impact might they be having on our children's well-being? In the next 10 minutes, we'll break down the science, examine what's in our children's meals, and explore ways parents can make simple changes for a big impact. Let's jump in. 1. Understanding processed foods. To start, let's clarify what we mean by processed foods. Most of us think of snacks in crinkly wrappers or frozen dinners, and that's partly true. Processed foods are foods that have been altered from their natural state through methods like cooking, freezing, canning, and adding preservatives. While some minimal processing, like washing and chopping, doesn't have harmful effects, many common products for kids, such as cereals, cookies, sodas, and packaged snacks, contain high levels of additives, preservatives, artificial colors, and added sugars. These ingredients are carefully engineered to appeal to children's tastes and ensure a longer shelf life, but they can also influence a child's brain and behavior. Let's take a look at some of the specific components in processed foods and how each one could be impacting kids in ways we don't always see. Segment 2: Key Ingredients and Their Impacts. Research has identified several common ingredients in processed foods that could contribute to behavioral changes. Let's focus on a few of the big ones. Artificial colors and preservatives. You'll find bright artificial colors in everything from candy to breakfast cereals. These aren't just harmless dyes. Studies show that they may actually increase hyperactivity and attention deficit behaviors, especially in children. The UK has taken a proactive approach, banning certain dyes that are still permitted in the United States. For example, research in The Lancet revealed that children who consumed artificial colors displayed significantly more hyperactive behavior, even if they didn't have ADHD. High sugar content. Then there's sugar, a staple in many processed foods. Sugar triggers rapid changes in blood glucose, giving children a quick energy boost that often leads to a crash. This blood sugar roller coaster has been linked to irritability, mood swings, and difficulty concentrating. In addition, frequent sugar consumption can contribute to a dependence, leading children to crave sugary foods and potentially experience agitation if they don't get it. Unhealthy fats. Processed foods are often high in trans fats and unhealthy saturated fats, which have been connected to cognitive and behavioral issues. Diets with excessive trans fats are linked to impaired cognitive function, which can, in turn, affect mood and behavior. Segment 3: Scientific Evidence and Behavioral Links. So what does the science actually say about the impact of processed foods on children's behavior? Several studies have pointed to a concerning connection: hyperactivity and ADHD. In a widely discussed study, researchers observed that children who consumed artificial food colors and preservatives showed higher rates of hyperactivity and impulsivity. For example, in one landmark study, children aged 3 to 9 displayed noticeable increases in hyperactive behavior after consuming artificially colored and preserved foods. Notably, when these ingredients were removed from their diets, the children's behavior often improved significantly. Mood swings and aggression. Children who consume large amounts of processed foods often display heightened levels of irritability and even aggression. Diets high in sugar have been shown to increase the risk of emotional outbursts and impulsive behaviors due to rapid blood sugar fluctuations. Cognitive impairments and academic performance. In addition to these immediate effects, there's evidence that nutrient deficiencies from a processed, food-heavy diet may be affecting children's cognitive development. Essential nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids, iron, and zinc, which are often lacking in processed foods, play crucial roles in brain function. A child with deficiencies in these areas may struggle academically and show less focus and motivation in school. Segment 4: The gut-brain connection. One area receiving a lot of attention is the gut-brain axis. Did you know that our gut health is deeply connected to our mental health? The gut is sometimes called the second brain because it has its own nervous system and communicates with the brain, influencing mood, cognition, and behavior. Processed foods disrupt the balance of gut bacteria, leading to inflammation and changes in brain function that may result in behavioral issues. Processed foods often lack fiber, an essential component for gut health, and are filled with additives and preservatives that can have a negative impact on the gut microbiome. Segment 5: What parents can do. So, what can families do to combat these effects? Here are some practical steps. 1. Increase organic whole foods. Start by adding more fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins to your child's meals. Studies show that children who eat nutrient-dense diets are generally healthier, both physically and mentally. 2. Watch labels carefully. Read food labels with a critical eye. Avoid products with artificial colors, high levels of added sugars, and preservatives like sodium benzoate. Some foods may market themselves as natural, but can still be packed with unwanted additives. 3. Reduce sugary snacks. Rather than sugary snacks or sodas, try offering natural sweet treats like berries or homemade smoothies. Even small reductions in sugar intake can improve mood stability and focus. 4. Involve your kids. Educating children about what they're eating can empower them to make healthier choices. You might even find that children become more willing to try new fruits and vegetables when they understand how these foods benefit their bodies. 5. Monitor and adjust. Notice how your child's behavior changes in response to dietary adjustments. Some families find that keeping a food diary can help identify specific triggers related to processed foods. The growing body of evidence linking processed foods with behavioral issues in children suggests that our food choices may be affecting our children's behavior and cognitive health more than we realize. While convenience foods will always have a place in busy lives, it's clear that making even small changes can have a significant impact on a child's well-being. So the next time you're in the grocery store, think twice before reaching for that colorful snack. Our kids deserve the best start in life, and by fueling their bodies and brains with wholesome, nutrient-rich foods, we're investing in their future happiness and success. Thank you for tuning in to Insight-Nexus News. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button if you found today's story informative. For more in-depth reports like this, stay with us as we continue exploring the issues that impact your life and the lives of those you care about. Until next time, I'm Desrin. Have a healthy, happy evening, and we'll see you again soon.